Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte, you can call me Charlie. Hi if you're new here, thank you for coming back if you aren't. So today I thought we could do the WIP tag. I haven't done a tag video in such a long time, and I have been kind of varying all my attention between 3 projects, and at this point, to be honest, half the time I don't even know what project I'm talking about in like streams and things, because I just say my WIP. I just call everything my WIP, even though they're 3 different projects, 3 totally different scenarios, and 3 totally different characters, all with their own impressions. So today, I'm going to introduce y'all to Project Book, which was, wow, which is probably the project that I have made the most videos on. It was my NaNoWriMo 2020 novel. It's kind of a disaster, only kind of, but I feel like doing this WIP tag will help me understand my book and help me kind of, I don't know, get back into the spirit of writing it. So the first question is, what is the working title of your book? Wait, don't tell anyone. If anyone asks, direct them to this video. The working title for the book is Dragon Queen. That sounds so lame. Maybe I should change it. Maybe it should be like, I don't know. But yeah, so that is my work in progress title. And so where did this idea of the book come from? So, if y'all don't know, this is my trusty writerly notebook. And in this book, I have all of my ideas. So, I'm just gonna go direct you to the video where I chose what idea to write about. And yeah, so I kind of, for NaNoWriMo, I chose Project Book idea, basis idea, kind of on a whim. It's great, don't worry, it's great. And then because I'm a planster, everything else I just kind of made up on the spot, if that makes sense. Which is probably why this whole like writing experience for this book is so discombobulated, but I kind of dig it, I kind of don't, but I kind of dig it. You know what I mean? I don't know. So what genre does your book fall under? My book is definitely YA fantasy. Yeah. It is like high fantasy. High fantasy. And I'm really digging it. It's in a totally different world from Earth. There is some overlap. Would you call that like a portal fantasy thing? There's like one portal. Does that still count as portal fantasy? I don't know. But there's a portal, and there is this connection between this other realm that is parallel to Earth. Oh, wait a second. Before I continue that train of thought, before I lose anything. So now in my whole rewrite of the story, I have changed so much of it already, and I'm only on the first chapter. So basically my story is high fantasy / retelling. I won't tell you what the retelling is of, but it is a real retelling. So, yeah. And because it's a retelling, some of my mythical characters are based on like fantasy, fairy tale-esque, myth-esque characters, but some of them aren't. Which actors would you choose to play in a movie rendition of your book? Ooh, okay. I have no idea. If I had to pick a love interest, there's like a couple. So there's a couple love interests, right? Like, one of the love interests will be that dude from Octavia from the 100, the guy that's like on the ground, he has all these tattoos, he has like weapons on his back, and he falls in love with Octavia in like the 1st season. I've only watched the 1st season of the 100, and it's been a while, so yeah. So he would be one love interest. Second love interest, which is kind of like the main love interest, would have been Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. Unfortunately, he is dead, and it really sucks because I feel like he would have been like the perfect actor. So now I have to find another actor, and it's in a process. There are 3 females that are not the leads. The first female I always pictured was played by, oh my gosh, I feel like I should know my actors better, but I don't. That female who plays Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, Emilia, her. Then the second female, I have this picture of who I want it to be in my head, but I don't know any actors that would fit her kind of characterization. So I'm just going to move on to the third side character. The third female side character would be played by, you know the main character from Reign? And then my main character, I don't know who the actor would be. Because you can kind of match up how the characters look with the actors, I'll just go ahead and say it. My main character has red hair, and I have not found an actress that I adore who has red hair yet. If you have any suggestions with actresses who have red hair, tell me below. She's not a Scarlett Johansson type of girl though. So yeah. Question number 5. What is one sentence synopsis of your book? All my main character wants is to impress her parents, and she will do anything to do that. Anything. There is my one sentence synopsis that I created on the spot. I know it's not all that telling, but I argue that you can get a little hint of what type of story this is. Question number 6. Will you be self-published or traditionally published? I would like this to be a traditionally published novel. The only issue with that is when it comes to looking at the market for things, because now I know, like, writers write because they love writing. At least this is for me. I write because I love writing, but authors write for a market. And if I want to be a published author, I need to have a book that satisfies the YA fantasy, high fantasy market, and I don't know if my book is there yet. So yeah. Regardless of what type of publishing I choose to go with, that's not going to change how I write my book, but it definitely kind of closes or opens doors for me. Because I don't even know, what is self-publishing fantasy, high fantasy novels even like? I honestly don't even know. Okay, question 7. How long did it take for you to write the first draft of your book? A month, because of NaNoWriMo. Question 8. What other books would you compare this story to? Okay. This is questionable. I would say Sarah J. Maas, Game of Thrones, Throne of Glass. Oh my gosh, I mix those two up so much. And Game of Thrones. And maybe a little bit of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah. 2 of those comp titles have something in common. So tell me if you can figure it out in the comments below. Question 9. Who or what inspired you to write this book? Once again, this is kind of like question 2. Honestly, what inspired me? Camp NaNoWriMo. I needed to pick a project. I needed to pick a project fast. So I went back to my book and randomly picked the idea. Has my idea strayed from the original idea down here? Yes. Yes, it has. If I were to reuse the idea that I wrote down in this book, I totally can, because the 2 ideas, my book now as it is and the book as it originally started, have kind of strayed so far apart that honestly I could write a whole book about this. And the reason why the whole series, the whole project name is called Project Book, is because it is about a book. It was originally about books. It's not anymore. So question 10. What else about your book might pique readers' interest? Well, it's retellings. It's a retelling. It's fantasy. It has dragons. If you like dragons, come look at my book. And what else? It has fighting. It stars a female protagonist. It has a strong male protagonist. It's like the trope that is anti-trope, if that makes sense. Because right now, I feel like anything can be a cliche if it's done enough. So basically, this WIP tag is a trope. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. That's all my book is. I'm writing it because I want to write it, and I am passionate about this project, and I really want to get it done. So yeah, that is where I am with it. I do not know if I'm going to tag anyone in this tag, but feel free to do it. Feel free to talk about your WIP. Tell me about your WIP. Tell me what inspired you to write your own WIP in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope y'all got a little bit more information on what my WIP is about, and I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed already, please don't forget to subscribe down below. Hit that little notification bell right beside it so that you get notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see y'all next week. Bye!